Hello, my name is Jacob and I studied my A-levels at the Rating Lane site of Furness College, and I'm now going to talk to you about my journey since leaving college and hopefully give you some advice as well. After completing my A-levels and receiving my results over the summer, I moved straight into higher education, so I now study medicine and surgery at Lancaster University, and I've just finished up my second year there and I'm moving into my third year in September. Whilst at university, I live in Lancaster, so during my first year I lived in student accommodation on campus, and now for my second year and onwards I'm living in town in a house with some friends that I met whilst at uni. Moving away from home was a really exciting experience. There were some nervous parts that came with it as well. There was new things that you were going to be doing, so I was going to be cooking all of my meals every day for the very first time. So that was going to be new, and shopping for myself as well, that was something that was quite new. And I guess moving into a whole new place where you don't know too many people can be quite daunting, but I found the whole experience really good. I lived in a townhouse accommodation where I lived with 11 other students, so moving in and meeting 11 other people in the same boat as you on the very first day was really good, and we all got on really well throughout the year and made some really good friends there. I think because everyone is in the same boat moving away from home, it is really comforting, and universities know this as well. So with Lancaster being a collegiate university, you have colleges that you're split up into, and the colleges provide welcome week activities that help you meet so many different people, not just in your college but in all different colleges as well, and everyone's doing different courses, so you straight away meet so many people during your first week. You already feel at home, welcome and part of the community by the end of that, before you get on with starting with your studies for the rest of the year. I remember during my first year there was plenty of places to socialise, so my house that I lived in had a really nice social area downstairs. It was a big kitchen and it had a living area as well, which was quite unique. So that was really good for talking of an evening or just chatting to someone, and you can imagine living with 11 other people, there was always someone around to chat to, so you never felt lonely there. There was also lots of different spaces around uni, so living on campus was really good because you were never too far away from these social spaces. So there's numerous campus bars around for each college that you can go and chat to, and they've all got activities and sports events that you can take part in. There's also a lot of green area at Lancaster, so there's plenty of places where there's nice benches and trees and nature where you can just sit and chat with people. So yeah, there was plenty of social spaces so you could get away from your studies, and you didn't have to go to any of these study spaces to meet up with other people. There was opportunity to do that elsewhere. While studying here at Lancaster, I wouldn't say that I have a part-time job, but I do complete work. So the university offers something really good where they employ students to do small jobs, say work on an open day or show off your department or give tours around campus. And that's really good because it's really flexible around your timetable. So one thing I was worried about was maybe not being able to have a job because of the work demands of my academic work, but that was soon fixed by this opportunity. I regularly complete jobs for the medical school or for the university, and that's a really nice way to meet new people, develop some skills and get some financial income with that as well. So yeah, that was really good how it fits nicely around your studies by taking these jobs whenever you're free to do them, and if you feel like you're too busy at the time, then you don't have to take on any work. It's that simple and flexible. It's really good. Now as I'm moving into my third year, I've actually started a role at the hospital doing clinical support worker work, so that's helping with patient care and working on the wards and helping with the nurses and the care teams on the wards deliver good patient care. So that's something that I've picked up at the end of my second year, and I'm going to take forwards in the rest of my years while I'm studying. And this not only gives me invaluable experience of what it's like to work in a hospital and with patients, but it's also a nice way to make a bit of money on the side. And similar to the university work, these shifts are optional, so there's no requirements to do any work. You pick them up when and where you want to, which is really good and nice and flexible for studying a degree at the same time. My first week at university was really interesting. So it was a mix of welcome week activities, so introduction to the uni and the campus and the colleges and meeting new people, and you also had a mix of academic events in there as well, so meeting your department, finding out what the rest of your year is going to look like, and meeting other people that are going to be on your course. So yeah, it was a really nice blend of the two, and it was a really fun week. We did a lot of fun stuff, and it was really good to just throw yourself into these experiences, knowing that you're surrounded by people with similar worries to you, because you could chat about them and it just made them really normal, and it was really helpful. I really liked my accommodation starting my first year. It was really good, and I had a really good personal space as well in my bedroom where I could study if I wanted to. So if I didn't want to be in a communal area to study or just wanted some time on my own to relax, I had that, and I found that really valuable to me during first year. It was really nice having your own space that you could withdraw to if you didn't want to go off and study in a group, and that was really nice. I definitely suggest taking some home comforts if you like. So to make you feel at home, I took a few plants that I had around my room and a few posters that I'd had in my room at home, and putting those up definitely made you feel at home. Seeing those was just a reminder that was your space, and it was really nice and really comforting. I'd say the worst part about living in shared accommodation during first year was just how messy it could get sometimes, and I know a lot of people have the same problem. We did come up with a cleaning rota in the end to help keep the place tidy, and there were regular inspections as well to make sure that it wasn't a total chaotic tip. But yeah, there was some messy bits, but just having to give people a little nudge and say, come on, clean up your stuff, it eventually got resolved, so it wasn't too bad. Moving away to university is another great opportunity to start up some new things and opportunities that you haven't had the chance to try in the past. So it's a great time to try something completely new that you've never ever done before. So during my first year, I got involved with a society called SKIP, and they're a national charity that carry out health education work in impoverished countries and teaching children about important health topics. And Lancaster had their own branch of this charity that I got rapidly involved with, and I'd never done anything to do with global health before, but I just threw myself into this experience and met loads of different students within the university who were in different years who could give me tips for my course and how it is at uni. And joining the society also linked me up with different branches around the country. So I then ended up meeting people from different universities. So it was really, really good tool to meet all of these different students with similar interests to me. So I definitely recommend getting involved with as many societies as you can whilst at university. Even if you do a load in your first week and then pick a few that you want to carry on for the rest of your time. It's a really good way to make friends, and you will definitely discover some new passions as well. So currently I'm now in my third year of medical studies, or moving into my third year of medicine, and a typical week for me in my current state is that I will do some studying, some self-study. So we study in groups, set a bunch of objectives for us to study, and then we go away and learn about them and discuss them in a group. So this is called problem-based learning. It's what we do at Lancaster. And this is mixed in with a lot of clinical placement. So you'll spend 3 to 4 days in a hospital, working on the ward, seeing patients, practicing examinations that you're going to need in your future career. And this experience has been really good so far. In my second year, I had a lot of time in hospital. We did 2 full days a week, and just working with patients, speaking with them and helping with their care, and learning all these things that you're going to need in the future as a doctor firsthand has been really, really invaluable experience, and something that made the course really varied. So it wasn't just sitting behind a book all day. You were in hospital being practical and doing things and speaking, and that just really sold the course to me, and it's made it really, really enjoyable. My advice to someone leaving school or college at this time is just to try as many different things as you like, and remember that it's still early in your life, and there's still time to chop and change and try different things. I remember the week before I started sixth form, I changed all of my A-levels completely. Originally, I was going to study law and maybe go on to do a degree in law at university. And then the week before I started, I changed all of my A-levels and said, no, medicine is what I wanted to do. And it was probably the best change and decision I've ever made. So these random decisions that might seem rash at the time maybe might be something that really benefits us in the future. So be open to these decisions and don't put them aside. Maybe think about them for a little bit, and try not to get too scared of them, because a whole career change at that time seemed really daunting, but at that time I'm so thankful that I did it now. So definitely try these new things, because there's always time right now for us to try them, maybe learn that we don't like them and try something else, and you'll always get experience from it, and it's always going to benefit you in the future no matter what you do. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. Maybe there is some tips in there that you might like, or some advice, or maybe just describing the experience is a bit comforting and lets you know what's ahead. And I wish you the very best of luck in the future, and I hope you all have a great time after leaving college.